Today I get some rounds with the GOAT. One of the GOATs. You know what I mean? Two GOATs. Iron sharpened iron.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me.
Leaked sparring and training footage of Terence Crawford ahead of his showdown with Canelo Alvarez has set the boxing world abuzz. The videos highlight Crawford's slick footwork, crisp combinations, and relentless tempo during intense gym sessions.
What's up?
Terence Crawford is reportedly working with former champion Andre Ward in preparation for his upcoming clash with Canelo Alvarez. This pairing has grabbed attention, as Ward's technical mastery and ring IQ make him an exceptional sparring partner. Training alongside a fighter of Ward's stature could refine Crawford's strategy, timing, and adaptability. Fans see this as a clear sign that Crawford is leaving no stone unturned, fully committed to countering Canelo's power and experience.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward. And people are speculating Andre Ward is helping Terence Crawford prepare for his upcoming showdown in September against Saul Canelo Alvarez, but that's just simply not the truth. The truth of the matter is that this sparring is old. This is not up-to-date sparring for Terence "Bud" Crawford. This is old sparring. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford has people like Andre Ward that can help him prepare for Canelo Alvarez and are willing to do so. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know what y'all think. Who wins this fight?
Simon Jordan's bold claim that Terence Crawford might be the one to finally crack the Canelo Alvarez code has ignited major debate in the boxing world. By labeling Crawford as Canelo's kryptonite, Jordan suggests he has the perfect blend of skill, ring IQ, and adaptability to neutralize Canelo's strengths. Known for his ability to adjust mid-fight and break opponents down with precision, Crawford could pose a unique threat to a fighter like Canelo, who excels at controlling the pace and capitalizing on mistakes. Jordan's perspective adds intrigue to the matchup, positioning Crawford as the rare challenger capable of disrupting Canelo's dominance.
I went straight away with Crawford, and so did Spence. I mean, other people that we've spoken to, I think Paul Smith and other people that sit on the show with us think it will be Canelo Alvarez because of size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez take that journey up to light heavy and find himself coming up against Dimitri Bivol and not being able to do what he does at super middleweight. I just think that Crawford is such a fighter of such stature and competence that he might just be the kryptonite to Saul Alvarez.
Crawford has consistently stressed that he never underestimates any opponent, regardless of reputation or status. He trains with the same intensity for every fight, and his upcoming bout with Canelo is no exception. This approach reflects his refusal to get caught up in hype or intimidation. By treating each fight as the biggest of his career, Crawford maintains sharpness and discipline. His preparation for Canelo will showcase the same meticulous planning, conditioning, and technical focus that have made him one of the most skilled fighters of his generation.
At the end of the day, you know, when you look at Spence, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Postal, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Majmov, that was one of my big challenges because I was moving up in weight and, you know, given the circumstances that, you know, his background, amateur background and things like that, Gamboa was my biggest. They all big challenges in their own right.
Have you put on a lot of weight or muscle? Like, how is it in that department? Because I know a lot of people have said, like, hey, you're fighting a big guy, 168, who's used to fighting guys that are bigger than him. It might be smart to put on a little bit more, like, mass.
It comes natural with working out.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, the only thing about this camp different than any other camp is I don't got to cut muscle. I don't got to, you know, watch what I do in strength condition. I can, you know, go fully all out, you know, and just do what I need to do to get stronger.
To you, how much is the skull fight performance kind of like a thing you're keeping an eye on?
Well, you know, that's not a fight that I really, you know, look into because, you know, Canelo is a great fighter, and one bad performance don't define a fighter. You know, given the circumstances of his previous fights, and we looking forward to Canelo being the best Canelo that he can be. Skull might not have made him get to that point where he felt any danger or any significance where he had to go to that deeper level in training or take the fight as serious as he's taking this fight. So I don't know what was up with that fight.
Yeah, some said that, and let me know just your perspective on this. Some have said that you have to fight like Skull in order to win the fight. Like, do you feel that you have to fight that way to beat Canelo, or you're like, nah, like I could beat him in the mid-distance?
Just fight my fight. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they have their opinions. They have, what's going to happen.
Among fans and analysts, one major concern centers on boxing politics, especially with a superstar like Canelo Alvarez in the mix. Many believe Crawford has the skills to win if the fight is judged fairly, but fears of a controversial decision remain. The possibility of Crawford securing a clean victory excites fans, as it could set up a massive showdown with David Benavidez, a clash that would be both elite-level competition and a generational spectacle. A win over Canelo would not only shake up the pound-for-pound rankings but also push promoters toward making Crawford versus Benavidez the next blockbuster. This potential outcome raises the stakes even higher, as it could completely reshape the boxing landscape.
He should know by firsthand what Crawford like. His older son and got his ass whooped by Terence Crawford already. He feared that if Crawford beat the shit out of Canelo, the world gonna scream for Crawford versus Benavidez.
Yeah, right. Crawford don't want that, bro. Don't forget Turkey offered Crawford that fight already. Chill.
And he said he'll take it.
Nah, he asked for a 64-pound catch weight.
Yeah.
Turkey sent the offer for 64 pounds.
Yeah. We know what's up.
We know what's up.
That fat boy don't want it with Crawford. Benavidez don't look like he in shape.
Lord of mercy.
That boy start training camp a week before the fight, and then he get on the scale. You starve yourself. Stop playing. That boy don't got an ab. He ain't got a definition of a muscle.
Renowned trainer Robert Garcia has expressed strong confidence in Canelo Alvarez, emphasizing that Canelo is taking this fight with utmost seriousness. Garcia noted that unlike his underwhelming performance against John Ryder, Canelo will come into this bout fully prepared, focused, and tactically sharp. While he acknowledged Crawford's danger and skill, Garcia ultimately backs Canelo to win. His perspective highlights the divide among experts. Some favor Crawford's adaptability, while others trust Canelo's experience and championship pedigree.
But I go based on Canelo's last two performances where flat-footed, one punch at a time. But I don't see him doing that. I think he's gonna fucking fight tough in this fight. So more likely Canelo's gonna win. Maybe even hurt Crawford. But do I think Crawford has a chance? 100%.
I don't see Crawford running. I think Crawford, if he goes out on a shield like Spence.
Exactly, and he's got good skills too to fight a perfect fight and win a decision. But it's gonna be tough.
Does he have enough power to keep Canelo off him? Canelo takes a good punch.
Why not? But Canelo doesn't pressure that hard anymore. He doesn't put that pressure anymore. So combinations, movements, boom, 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 defense. Could get knocked out in the last round, even if he's winning every single round. But he's got to fight a perfect fight. Can he do it? I think he can. But I still put my money on Canelo if I have to.
Ryan Garcia shared his take on the matchup, praising Terence Crawford for his slick defense and exceptional ability to evade punches. He noted that Crawford has the tools to avoid Canelo's power shots and disrupt him with sharp movement. Ryan also acknowledged Crawford's toughness and grit, calling him a remarkable fighter. However, despite the respect, he doesn't see Crawford winning. His view mirrors the confidence many have in Canelo's size, strength, and championship experience. By recognizing Crawford's talent while predicting a Canelo victory, Ryan positions the fight as competitive but ultimately leaning toward Canelo's physical advantages.
Crawford Canelo, Rod. Keep it a stack. This is the fight of the century. Everybody's talking.
I know.
How do you see it, man?
Man, I really see I see that Bud is gonna do good. He's gonna do good. But I don't think he's gonna win. But I do see Bud like getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo with swing shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
He has the best chin that I've ever seen.
Nothing
in my
moves his
lifetime.
head.
Yeah, I've never.
So
I seen one time Triple G hit him, and he kind of like, and then he's right back on it.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, I know he's gonna be able to hit Canelo because I've seen Canelo in sparring where he like, not that he's getting hit. Well, he is getting hit, but it's so ineffective that what he's doing is just he imposing himself too well, and I see that happening.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Crawford is a great fighter. I think he's one of the best. I just think that he's biting a little bit more than he could chew. But you never know. If anybody can do it, it could be Crawford. You know, I do see him like when he fights. I'm like, damn, how do you beat this guy? You know, he could do it all. He could box. He could bang. He could, you know, step on the gas when he needs to. He could, you know, he could do everything.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I see is sometimes he gets cracked with some crazy ass shots. But other than that, I mean, he's really one of the most complete fighters I've seen in my life.
A key argument against Crawford's chances comes from analysts who point to Canelo's extensive experience, having faced legends like Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gennady Golovkin. Over the years, Canelo has encountered nearly every style in the sport, from slick defensive technicians to relentless power punchers. Critics argue that no matter how skilled Crawford is, he brings nothing Canelo hasn't seen before. They believe Canelo's familiarity with diverse opponents gives him the adaptability to neutralize anything Crawford tries. This perspective fuels skepticism about Crawford's ability to overcome the depth and versatility Canelo has developed throughout his career.